Hello everyone, thanks for watching the video. Today I'm going to be putting on this Briggs & Stratton 6.5 one-piece carburetor. It's kind of an L shape, I guess. Yeah, it's going on this 6.5 horsepower Briggs & Stratton engine. And before putting it on, I need to put the linkage back to the governor. So here is our cable. And you know the cable runs right up here, so we need to put that. It's got one of these guys here where you little box, looks like a plastic box. There's our governor, and below there we'll be putting a linkage to our carburetor. That will be for the choke. That will kind of ride up here. Show you that later, but yeah, there's the spring on the governor. Kind of an inside look at it. It's pretty dirty. And that's where that linkage goes, right there. This box right here is where this cable is going to go in. Go in here like this. Like that. Cable's going to want to come up, and I'm going to have to remove this bolt here because it goes right in here and locks itself in. Okay, I'll put that back in place. Alright, so we're set on the cable. So let's go ahead and try to put this carburetor on. Alright, so the linkage will go on the top, and then in the small hole there is a little small spring wire. This end of that little small spring wire will go in that small hole. Connecting to the governor here, the hole there, you got to connect this linkage here. That's how mine's set up. Not saying that's how it's supposed to be. That's how mine is. So we're going to try to get it on that position. So we kind of got to go straight on somehow to get it in the hole. The carburetor's kind of laying over here. There we go, if we get that kind of... Alright, so see, I've got it in. Now I'm just gonna... So I pulled it like towards me to get it straight in. Now I'm gonna push it away from me. And we are in. Put our boot on. Okay, now we can put the bolts in over here. I think what I'll do is, see this little bracket right here? See the bolt there? I'm going to take that bolt out and I'm going to slip it back through to the bracket hole there, and then I think I'll be in a better position to put this on here and go ahead and put the choke linkage on after that. I'm going to tighten that up and continue from there. Next, we're going to try to get this in the small hole. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to push this in, hold it like this. We're going to push it right in there like that, right into the hole. Okay, yeah, I just kind of shifted it around. So let's see if we can do that again. So yeah, so what we do is we go in like this, to the hole like this, turn it like this. We're going to go underneath the throttle. We're going to try to aim it up with that little slot. Now we do have that little lever right. It's hard to see. Here is the, we just put this on, the linkage. Here it is right here. I'll try to get a shot of that slot that it goes into, but it's in a little slot. Yeah, it's in a slot. Okay, now this lever right here is part of the governor, and it goes up and down as you control your lever here. So when we push this choke lever, I'm going to push it up, and you can see it moving here. See it moving? It's going to close. All right, if I push it up as high as I can, it should close our plate there. Okay, so yeah, see it just closed the plate. All right, so then to open the plate in the run position, get it in run position there. So that's how it's working. And here's a straight on shot at that choke linkage. So remember, there's a slot. Here's that slot right there. Goes in there, and then here is that part that's connected to the governor. Right there, right there. That once you push that lever up and choke, you know, at the front of the mower, then this right here is pushing back and catching the hook there, closing the plate. So that's how it works. But I just want to show you where the little slot that you put it in. Of course, when you put it in the slot, this has to be in front of it. So yeah, when you put it in the slot, if this is not in front of it and it's behind it, then it's not going to work. You know, it's not going to do anything. If that makes sense. If you need to make an adjustment to this choke, for example, say you've got it pulled up as far as you can and it's not closing, what you would do is you would loosen the cable right here. Okay, so see where it's at right there? It should be able to come up a little bit farther because see the choke plate is still open. So I'm going to push it right here all the way up. Watch this. See, it had just about 1/4 of an inch more, and that's what closes the plate. So yeah, this has to be free if you want to make an adjustment and push this all the way up. At that point, you can go ahead and tighten the little bolt here, and then, you know, this has before you do it, make sure that the lever's all the way up. And it should be. I mean, if you're gonna, you should have already done that, I guess. And anyway, at that point, if your cable, you know, is the proper length and it's, you know, the proper cable for the mower, then it should be working for you. So we've got a carburetor in place now. I'm going to probably go ahead and put the rest of the shroud on here and the plug in place, and we're going to probably try to start it sometime today or tomorrow. I got to get fuel and I got to get oil, but I wanted to show you where to adjust a carburetor. Now, I haven't adjusted this carburetor, haven't even touched this carburetor in a couple of years. It is a brand new carburetor. It's a Chinese carburetor, a knockoff from the original Briggs carburetor. So it only actually ran one time because this, the low compression that I had wouldn't really get it to start. So I don't know exactly how to adjust this thing. I do know that you typically with these, you'll want to close them all the way in and then back them, open them up about anywhere from 1 1/4 to 2 turns, and that is usually your fuel, kind of your fuel setting for it. I don't have any fuel in this now. I don't know why it's kind of wet there. I guess I sprayed some lubricant or something. But so yeah, like 1 1/4 to, on this jet here, 1 1/4 to about 2, if I'm remembering correctly. Opening at 1 1/4 to 2 would be where you'd kind of want to start from. And then here's the oxygen one here. I'll probably leave it like it is and see if it starts. If it doesn't, I'll probably close it all the way down and then open it about 2 turns. I'm guessing 2 turns would probably be about right. And then if it's idle and funky, here's the idle screw right here. So I don't know if I'll be able to do that or not. I don't know how long it's going to be until I get this thing started, if I get it started. So I wanted to point that out. All right, I've got the cover on, and I've started it with the battery and the starter here, and it runs, starts and runs good. So I guess the ultimate test would be the pull test. Now, most of the time that I used this, I either didn't have a battery at the location I was at, or I had a bad starter. So yeah, I can't always rely on having a battery that's gonna work, you know, so it's nice to have a backup situation. So in this case, the pull start, we're gonna see if we can pull start it. Now I'm not gonna be planning on pull starting it unless of course I don't have, you know, a battery. So I'm hoping to have a battery all the time. So anyway, let's go ahead and put our boot on here, and we're gonna try and see if we can pull it for the first time, 2 or 3 years. Alright, so I shouldn't have to choke it. That's nice. Very happy. Thanks for watching.